Going back to work after a vacation is always, well, kind of an ass-kicking. The emails, the meetings, the whirlwind of trying to catch up on everything you missed, all while still in the grips of relaxation mode. Sometimes the return to routine is welcome. Sometimes getting back to making money rather than spending it is a relief. Sometimes it doesn't take much effort at all to get back into the swing of things. Sometimes. Unfortunately for me, that wasn't the case after my last vacation. Quite the opposite, in fact. Ever since coming back from my annual birthday staycation, during which I finally finished the first draft of my current work in progress, Seekers of Empyrean, I have really been struggling at my day job. I wouldn't say I've been miserable exactly, but neither have I been content. And upon reflection, I think I know the source of my malaise. I think I'm having a hard time going back to work at a job I normally would say I at least like, maybe even love, because I got a taste of what life could be like if I was a full-time writer instead. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Just another struggling writer. The Beleaguered Authors one-stop shop for commiseration and hopefully inspiration. My name is Carrie Scher, and I am just another struggling writer. And I'd like to apologize in advance for the negative tone of today's video, especially considering the elation of the last couple of weeks. But I am always going to be level with you guys. In the good times, certainly, but also at the moments when I'm feeling low. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm slumping hard. And if that comes as a surprise, given the energy and excitement I had following the completion of the draft just 2 weeks ago, well, you're not alone. The thing is, though, this slump differs from those I've recently suffered in that it's not a creative slump. It's a satisfaction slump, a contentment slump, if you will. And I think it all stems from the simple fact of life that I had to return to my 9 to 5 after spending a week on the couch, reading, writing, making content, and generally living the life of an aspiring creative. It's no secret, nor a surprise, that being on vacation is preferable, to most people, I see y'all type A workaholics, to being in the office. So it is no secret, nor a surprise, that I'm a bit grumpy to have to return to work. But my discontentment has a distinctly different flavor to it this time. Remember that I have taken this exact same vacation for the last 7 or 8 years. And this wasn't even the first time I've taken a vacation during which I spent the majority of it working on writing. My days writing semi-professionally saw to that. So why am I so bummed this time around? Is it because I feel closer to my dream of being a full-time writer than ever before? Is it because I have more creative endeavors than just writing to occupy my time, that I hate having to give those precious hours back up? Is it simply because I'm getting older and I feel the time pressure? Truthfully, I think it's all three of those things, combining to form a bone-deep, impotent frustration that I can't just quit my job to pursue my creative aspirations. This is an issue that is not unique to creative careers, but certainly endemic to them. That oftentimes you must work and work and work, spending hundreds, if not thousands of hours on your artistic pursuits. And there is no guarantee that you will ever make a dime off of any of it. That no matter how much time you spend honing your craft and objectively improving, you do so in a crowded field where failure is not always an indication of your skill or the quality of the work you produce. It's that many, most even, artists of all stripes cannot support themselves on their art alone. And yet, these creative endeavors, writing included, is indisputably work. Back when I was writing semi-professionally, I was being called on to produce 40,000-word novellas in 4 weeks. At the time, I was able to write about 500 words an hour, which averaged to about 20 hours of work per week, on top of my 40-hour day job and being a mom to 3 young kids. I've talked several times on this channel about how I burned myself out from that job in just over a year, and that's the primary reason why. Because I was coming home from work and doing more work for sometimes 4 or 5 more hours. Writing is work, but it is work that does not pay unless you've already done the work. And that's what has been frustrating me this past week. That's why I am having such a hard time getting back into the swing of things. because I want to be writing full-time so bad, but I can't until I can prove that I can be successful at it, which requires work, which I have to balance against my day job and my obligations to my family, which means it takes longer to complete a project which, as my first, is statistically unlikely to land an agent and advance my career, which then means that the period in which I have to maintain this balance is prolonged, and on the cycle goes until it's difficult to feel hopeful or motivated to pursue what is supposed to be my passion. I just turned 37 last week, and next month I'll have 10 years at my job. And yet I still want to believe that it's just a stopgap because my writing career is coming. All I have to do is just keep going, keep trying, keep writing, and I'll get there, right? But I can't help but feel impossibly discouraged when my day job is depleting my mental reserves before I even get a chance to write for the day. There is no answer to this but to keep grinding, keep writing, keep creating, keep hoping, because giving up or even just taking my foot off the gas isn't going to solve the problem. And I'm not. Just so y'all know, even when I accept the fact that my effort might end up being for nothing. But I just needed to take a moment to acknowledge and maybe empathize with any of you guys who might be feeling the same, that it really fucking sucks sometimes to break your back for a dream that will only ever get a chance to be realized if you're willing to make tremendous sacrifice. I am. It just feels especially like a sacrifice lately. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. If you like my content and want to support the channel, please like and subscribe or consider leaving a comment down below. In my next video, I will have a weekly writing vlog for you in which I am continuing with my revision plan for Seekers of Empyrean. I hope you look forward to it, and I will see you then. Bye.